How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the �cript.unveiled YouTube channel. In today's video we are going to be taking a look at 𝗂𝘶𝑇, or VRA for short. You can see the current price of 𝗂𝘶𝑇 is currently sitting at 0.0025 cents per 𝗂𝘶𝑇, and let's jump into and have a look at the current charts of 𝗂𝘶𝑇. You can see over the last day it's actually down around 4.65%, which is, not very uncommon to see in the cryptocurrency space, so not worried about that at all. Last 7 days down almost down 7.7%. Over the last month down 23%, and if we look over the last year, actually down down over 43%. So it's not looking good for 𝗂𝘶𝑇 in terms of the chart. However, I believe that a lot of this this negative price action can be attributed to the fact that the whole of the cryptocurrency market and also the stock market has been crashing so much recently. So, I do believe the 𝗂𝘶𝑇 has been going down recently because there are a few minor red flags of 𝗂𝘶𝑇 that they need to get ironed out before they can actually, before they can actually go back up in price. But I believe a lot of the reason why this has been dropping so much in price is because of just the fact of the current state of the market. Because I really do believe that 𝗂𝘶𝑇 has a very, very bright future ahead of it, as we get more into talk about that later on in the video. But yeah, over the last sort of year, it has been falling quite a lot. But I mean, if we look back in the charts, we look back at 2021, you can see how crazy the price action for 𝗂𝘶𝑇 was back then in 2021. I mean, over 8 cents per coin, which is absolutely crazy compared to now. I believe that is, about 40x the current, almost 30 to 40x the current price right now, which is just absolutely crazy. And it does show that there are some massive gains being made into 𝗂𝘶𝑇, because I really do believe that in the future, 𝗂𝘂𝑇 is going to be able to see another pump, especially because of the actual solution they're providing. The goal behind 𝗂𝘶𝑇, I believe, is a very essential part of the future, not only in the crypto space but the whole of the crypto space. We'll get more into that in a second here. Let's take a look at the market cap of 𝗂𝘂𝑇, currently sitting at just over $25 million, with the volume sitting at just over $3.7 million in volume, with volume to market cap ratio sitting at a very, very healthy 15%, which is actually crazy to see. This is incredibly high, which is of course very good to see. It might be because a lot of people are trading it right now, but this is extremely high, and this is an extremely good thing. This is a big green flag actually. Another reason why I like 𝗂𝘶𝑇 is of course the market cap. If you guys have been on the channel for a while now, I like focusing on smaller market caps, because I believe basically the risk is high, yes, because they could just they could vanish overnight because they have a much lower market cap. However, I believe that the actual potential for profit or potential percentage gains are normally a lot higher on smaller market cap coins, because you do not need as much money pumped into the market to see much bigger gains compared to another market cap which might be 100 times the size or even 50 times the size of this. They've already gone past that point where you can make loads of money. Yeah, these coins which have much higher market cap are going to be a lot more stable. However, they're not going to be as I don't believe they're going to be as able to produce a big of a percentage gain. But of course, it's all up to you and your risk, how risk adverse you actually are. We're not really going to look at the circulating supply compared to the max supply here, because 𝗂𝘂𝑇 has actually quite a difficult sort of token distribution system to thingy. But do not worry, the current circulating supply is actually, I believe it's around 50%, or maybe slightly over 50%. So do not worry about too much about this 9.91%. Because like I said, they've got quite a complicated thing, and they do not show the true amount of circulating coins in things. So yes, don't worry about this. You will not experience that much coin dilution, compared to what it says right here. So I wouldn't focus on this. Do some proper research into 𝗂𝘂𝑇. They've got a very complicated, like I said, token sort of distribution thing. They've got so many different features and different things. But yeah, it's actually a lot higher than that. Let's now actually jump into what actually is 𝗂𝘂𝑇 all about. This is going to be the sort of the second to last part of the video. And what actually is 𝗂𝘂𝑇 all about? So we can see here, we're on the official website, and you can see through the VeraViews ecosystem and 𝗂𝘂𝑇's patented POV module, we're transforming the black box ad fraud industry. So this is the main point right here. They are going to be tackling black box ad fraud. And so what actually is black box ad fraud? So basically, to put it in the most simple way, it's, to give the best example, would be YouTube, for example. So some YouTubers will actually use bots to actually get views on their video. And of course, in YouTube and a lot of other social medias, you actually get paid. These creators will actually get paid depending on how many views they get. And so the reason why they are paid, and the reason why they're paid by how many views they get, is because of course that there are companies out there which are going to be putting adverts onto these videos, and depending on how many views, that's how much they actually pay to YouTube, and then of course YouTube pays to the content creator. And so what these companies are trying to do is of course get a return on their investment into advertising, which is, of course, people buying their products or services. However, with black box ad fraud, this now takes away, the ability for these companies to make any money back from, from their adverts, because of course these YouTubers are using completely fake views. They're using botted views, which of course earns them money, but it does not earn the actual advertiser any money at all. So this is a complete negative feedback here, because of course then if the advertiser doesn't make any money, they might not want to advertise in the future again, which means this is less money for the content creators. So they're basically shooting themselves in the foot at the end of the day. But yeah, this is an absolutely huge industry which needs to be tackled. I believe if we go on to if we scroll down a little bit here, I can't remember where it was, but it was saying like if we actually go on to token here, open that into a new link here, I believe that they actually talk about how big the actual black box ad fraud industry is. I can't see it right now. Oh, here it is. By 2023, advertisers' total loss to ad fraud could skyrocket to $100 billion, guys. $100 billion is currently being lost in ad fraud right now, and there is no current solution. There is no one out there which is currently tackling the solution. And so this is why 𝗲𝗏 is one of my more bullish tokens, because they have the actual solution. They've got a patented technology which actually can combat this massive problem, and it really does need to be solved, because of course in the future, if no one, or even right now, and it through the years go on, this is only going to get worse and worse, and if there's no solution, then people are just going to keep exploiting this, and yeah, it's basically just going to get worse, and until someone actually gets finds a solution to this. But I really do believe this is a extremely strong USP for 𝗲𝗏, and as you can see here. But there's a solution. 𝗲𝗏, which is this is their own technology, is the most powerful, transparent, and auditable advertising ecosystem for preventing ad fraud based on open ledger principles. So you can see here, setup time 5 minutes, impressions processed already, over 253 million, with an accuracy rate of over 97.5%, which is absolutely crazy to see. You can see here, it actually shows us well how 𝗲𝗏 actually works. We're not going to get too into depth there as well. But let's now actually go on to the team behind 𝗲𝗏. They've got a fully doxed team. Basically doxed means that they've come out, they've said their name, they've said their face, and what position they are in the company. You can see here, fully doxed team, which is incredibly cool to see as well, which a lot of people are saying out there, that the team does hold a lot of tokens, and this is quite a red flag. But, at the same time, if they're fully doxed and they've got their name, I don't see this as a huge issue, because, of course, at the end of the day, they are the ones who created 𝗲𝗏, so they should be able to, make a good bit of money off of 𝗲𝗏 when they want to, eventually sell their coins. Yes, some people are saying that they hold around 40 to 50%, which is quite high. I mean, that is very high, I would say. But I don't believe that we have any risk of them dumping their coins anytime soon, or even in the future. I don't believe that they're the type of people to actually dump their coins, because like I said, they've got their name out there, they've got their face out there. So I wouldn't really say that's too big a red flag. If they weren't doxed, they didn't have their name, they didn't have their face, and they held that many coins, then I would say, yeah, probably stay away from this. But the fact that they are here, showing their face, they are taking accountability, and hopefully we never see them dumping too many coins. Of course, they're probably in the future, they are going to be taking their profit, but this is, of course, only normal thing to say with any, stock or cryptocurrency out there. Just taking a bit of profits, which is extremely normal to see. Another great thing about 𝗲𝗏 is their roadmap. They've got such an extensive roadmap. You can see it goes all the way back to 2017. So around 6 to 7 years they've been going, guys, already, and they are still here, which makes me question these people who are saying, I don't believe 𝗲𝗏 are going to be here to stay. I don't believe this and that. I mean, guys, they've already been here for 6 to 7 years already. And you can see on the roadmap how extensive it is, and how often the team are still here, they're still making improvements, they're still updating 𝗲𝗏 to this very day. So I really do believe that 𝗲𝗏 is here to stay. So let's now actually sum it up and give my own personal price prediction or prediction for the future of 𝗲𝗏. Well, what do I think what's going to happen to 𝗲𝗏 in the future? So like I said, right now for 𝗲𝗏 is looking a little bit bleak. However, I don't believe this is entirely 𝗲_ecity's fault. I believe it's just the current state of the cryptocurrency market. It has been dropping, so, you know, it's just very normal to see that a lot of altcoins are down at the current moment. In the future, I of course do believe that 𝗲_ecity is going to go back up. Like I said, they are solving an absolutely massive industry, $100 billion industry, guys. And right now, they are the only ones which are tackling it. So this is an extremely huge USP for 𝗲_ecity. You know, the market cap extremely low for 𝗲_ecity, as well. I believe it should be much higher than this. Extremely underrated right now. I really do believe in the next 1 to 2 years, if we do experience a bull run once again, like the 2021 bull run, I believe that 𝗲_ecity could easily go back up to over 8 cents per coin, and hopefully we'll be seeing around 10 to 11 cents per coin as well. I mean, I do believe that this is entirely impossible with, entirely possible with 𝗲_ecity, because, like I said, solve a huge problem, small market cap, great team, great roadmap. I really do believe that the future is extremely bright with 𝗲_ecity. No matter what people are saying, you know, this is all these different red flags about 𝗲_ecity. Of course, no coin is going to be perfect out there. There's always going to be a coin with a little bit of a red flag on it. But yeah, I really do have high hopes for 𝗲_ecity's future. So apart from that, guys, I'd like to thank you very much for watching the video. Make sure you do hit that like button if you did enjoy it, and also if you are new around here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button as well. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you guys in the very next video. Peace.